Hi loves, welcome to this bonus Friday episode. I have been really consistent with these recently and I'm really enjoying posting 2 episodes a week, so I hope you are enjoying hearing them. I want to talk to you today about attachment and if attachment is blocking you from your manifestation, from manifesting the goals that you are here to achieve or attract or receive. Attachment is such an important topic, not just with manifestation, but in like your spiritual growth in general. You know, attachment is suffering. Attachment is suffering, and it's one of those funny things with humans, isn't it, where because we're human and having a human experience, and I wouldn't want it any other way. I'm not someone who denies my own human experience and wants to be like transcended into the light and never experience a negative emotion ever again. I don't think that is helpful at all, because the reason we choose, if we're going really woo, you know, and if we're going down the spiritual path, the reason we choose to be human is because the human experience is so full of lessons and like incredible growth and guidance. And sometimes doing the thing that serves you the least is almost like what you needed to do in order to learn that the opposite is what feels best for you. The opposite is what works. And I think with attachment, it's always a lesson that people learn with manifestation, especially based on our conditioning. You grow up in school. What do you want to be when you grow up? What do you want to be when you grow up? The added pressure then of things like exam results and tests and grades and which school, which university is the best one to go to, and then everyone's like fighting for these graduate positions. If we look at even just that traditional like academic path, you can see how attachment is most people's comfort zone, because most people are taught to attach themselves to an external thing, an external outcome, in order to feel like they're on the right path, in order to feel good enough. But attachment is very likely blocking you from fully manifesting, receiving, attracting in the things that you want the most. So that's what I want to talk about today. Before we dive into that, I want to remind you that I have space available right now for one-to-one coaching. So if you want to work together one-to-one, the application link, I will link it in the show notes of the podcast and in the description on the YouTube video. You can apply for a free 30-minute clarity call where we will dig into your goals, your ambitions, what's blocking you from moving forward, what support you need, and ultimately like whether coaching is a perfect fit for both of us, and if it is, we can move forward. So check out the link in the show notes to get more info on that, or if you'd prefer to reach out and just chat with me directly about it, you can DM me on Instagram. I'm at cat_Horrocks on there if you're not already connected with me. We are encouraged to attach ourselves to, I want 3 A's in maths and science and whatever so that I can get this place at this university, or I am going for this interview to get this job and get this salary. We are conditioned and we're encouraged and taught to attach ourselves to the thing that we want. And if we just look into the language and like the energy around that, you can start to see how it's actually blocking you. So if I want this thing and I'm saying, if I get this, then I will have this. Like, if I earn this much, then I will feel happy. If I get this interview and get this job offer, then I will be building a successful career. If I get this client on this consultation call, then I will be a good business owner. I will be an entrepreneur, and that will make me feel proud, successful, XYZ. We attach how we want to feel about ourselves, how we want to see ourselves, how we want to think about ourselves to the external thing. And we almost like put off feeling that until we have the external thing. Like, I will not feel the most successful version of myself unless I get this role. It's in the attachment of us, of like ourselves, which messes us up, which kind of like is fucking with the manifestation energy. Because those things, your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions, your beliefs, how you see yourself, how you feel about yourself, your identity, all those things have nothing to do with that job or with that goal or with that money or that partner or whatever it is. All those things are within you already. And it's the lie that we tell ourselves when we create attachment and like conditions on the very things that we have the power to create for ourselves in the here and now. And that is why attaching yourself to a specific outcome is messing with your manifestation. Because the very fact that in separating your power, in handing over all of that amazing energy, like, to feel proud of yourself, to feel successful, to feel excited, to feel, oh my God, yes, yes, yes. It's like you're taking all of that incredible energy and handing all of that personal power over to this thing in the future over there. And in doing that, you're not letting yourself experience that in this moment now. And you're actually making all those feelings conditional based on getting that job or getting married or earning this much money. And it's the specificity that we have around, it's like, if I don't get this, then I won't be able to feel this. That is the suffering, the internal struggle, the internal blockage we create when we attach ourselves to the outcome. And you've probably heard, if you're into manifestation resources, detach yourself from the outcome. And maybe you didn't know why, because you were like, but I'm told to visualize it and think about it and, you know, imagine it's real and all of this stuff, but how can I do that and then detach myself from it? And this is why you must do that, because it's this like beautiful contradiction in that I want it, I desire it, I know it is on its way to me, I know in this lifetime, if I am supposed to receive it, I will, and I know that I am available for it. I know that it, like, if it is supposed to be mine, it fucking will be mine. And I choose to feel successful, worthy, proud, confident, all of those things that I want to feel now, regardless of whether I ever get it or not. And it's in that detachment creates this sense of trust. And I think trust is one of the most underutilized tools that you can have when it comes to creating your dreams, manifesting, achieving your goals. Because if you think about that attachment again, if I'm relying on this, this client, or if I'm relying on this date or this person or this house or this specific country that I need to visit to experience all of these incredible things, then that doesn't feel like power to me. It doesn't feel like personal power. It doesn't feel like I'm really trusting myself. And if I'm almost like putting off feeling all those things until I have that, I'm also not going to be able to trust the universe and trust the path and the journey to get there. Because if I'm like, oh, I need to get this, I need to get this, I need to get this, because if I don't, I won't feel like this, or my life won't be complete, I'm going to feel in this moment like shit. I'm going to feel like shit. I'm going to feel discouraged. I'm going to feel like, when is it going to happen? I'm going to feel frustrated. I'm going to feel confused. I'm going to keep myself stuck in this cycle of inaction. What is motivating me in this moment? It's like dangling a carrot on a treadmill. It's a treadmill, like, you're not going anywhere. Eventually you're going to realise that you're still on the treadmill until you can realise that it's not about the end result. It's about experiencing the end result now, before you even have it. And that is true detachment. I want it, I desire it, I intend to receive it. And I have so much trust in myself and trust in the universe and trust in God or my guides or my higher self, whatever you believe in. I have so much trust in that. Regardless of what is happening externally, I choose to trust that I am receiving exactly what I'm supposed to receive. That everything is happening for me. That I'm exactly on the right timeline for me. And that even if I never receive that thing, that I am still friggin' magical. And the irony is, it's in feeling that now, feeling powerful now, in feeling confident now, in feeling proud of yourself now, in feeling loved now, in feeling sexy now, in feeling rich and abundant now, in feeling all of those things now, as if it's like curating the experience of that now. That is what is going to shift your energy, your mindset, to make you a match for it and allow you to show up in the world as the version of you who has it, as the version of you who already has it. We are so obsessed with what we want. We are so obsessed with the end goal, the list of like all the traits of my dream partner, or oh my god, this is my dream house, or oh, I want a job that pays me this amount and this role and this, title or whatever. We sometimes forget in the attachment of that, who do we need to be for that goal to want us? What partner do we need to be our dream partner's dream partner? What like higher self version of us do we need to show up as in work for our dream job role to be like, oh my god, yes, it's her, she's the perfect one for the role? It's in becoming that now that is the ultimate new word, ultimate exercise in detaching from it, because it's trusting that if I am doing that work that is within my control now, and that the reason I want that thing is so that because it's going to allow me to feel XYZ, and I know that I can feel that now. I have the power over my emotions, my thoughts, my feelings, my belief system, my values, my actions, my habits, my behaviours, my identity. I have the power over all of those things. So I can be showing up in the world now feeling like the richest, most loved, most successful, whatever version of myself. That is true detachment. And again, the irony is, it's the person who's focusing their energy here that is gonna open the floodgates for magic, miracles, manifestations to flow into their life, versus the other person who is holding off their power, their truth, their trust, the most big, expansive version of themselves. They're holding off experiencing that because they've not got that job yet. And it's like, it's always that specific job as well. So it's like, even if there's another job available, no, I can't. It's not that one, it's this one. And it's the attachment in this one external thing that is keeping them stuck from really, truly thriving on the journey to getting there. So I hope this sheds some light on attachment and how it's so important to release any attachment that you hold to the external goal. And I think this really illustrates, this episode really illustrates why that is so important, and ultimately why it's way more effective, and why attaching and obsessing over the outcome and the end result is actually holding you back or slowing you down or getting in your own way of getting there in the first place. Let me know what you think. You can respond to the episode on Spotify. You can DM me on Instagram. I'm at cat_Horrocks. I love it when you share the podcast app on your stories as well and tag me. That is always amazing and really brightens my day. I am doing something new this month as well. If you review the podcast on Apple Podcasts, so if you listen on iPhone, or if you even have someone else who listens on iPhone, if you have an Android and you can use theirs, leave a review for the podcast, screenshot it before you submit it. Really important that you do that, because the reviews show up weird on different apps. Like if I go on the app on my phone, the reviews show up differently to the ones on my desktop. I don't know why, it's just a really common annoying thing with Apple Podcasts, but screenshot the review before you submit it. Email us at support@cathorrocks.com and I will send you a free meditation that you can download and keep. I'm still figuring out what theme the meditation is going to be, but I will send you that for free, just as a thank you for submitting a review, because it really does help the podcast reach more people. It really does help with things like charts and search results and all of that. So do that if you've not already. And if you have already left a review, you can screenshot your old review as well and send that in, and we'll send you one. So, sending you loads of love. I really hope this episode has inspired you to detach from your goals and practice that more. Practice what we were speaking about in the episode of feeling how it feels, thinking how it feels, even that question of like, what does my goal actually need from me? I think is a really powerful journal prompt for you all at the end of this episode. So enjoy. I would love to hear your biggest takeaways, how you found it, and I will see you in our next episode.